Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This one's a bit of a long one, so grab a snack, grab a drink, settle in. It's a little bit longer, not as long as some previous videos, but you know, it's up there. So today we're starting a new sketchbook. So I like to customize my sketchbooks. Not all of them, like I do it to different degrees depending on the sketchbook. If they're a really cheap sketchbook, I try to get more creative. So for this one, I'm pulling all the paper out, taking the covers off, and I'm going to add I don't know what it's called, like a cover. I'm adding a cover to the covers. So for the top cover, the paper was a bit flimsy, so I decided to glue a few sheets together to try and make it a bit more stable or sturdy, and it does work. It's still not great. It could definitely be better, but it's yeah, it's better than it was, you know. So yeah, I bought I think they're called bone folders. They're made for bookbinding, and they're really good for like smoothing down paper when you're like folding stuff a lot. So I bought one ages ago because I wanted to make sketchbooks, but I never really got that into it. I made a couple, but it's kind of fun, but it never feels worth it. At least for me, it feels like the payoff isn't as good as it could be. But that's just me. I will probably make more in the future because it is kind of fun. Yeah, we'll see about that. Let me know if you want me to make a video on it. I don't mind making sketchbooks, but they do take a while. It does take a bit of effort. Yeah, so this is me trying to measure it out. I think I measured it out wrong, so it's not the best. It's very like amateur work. I'm not sure if that makes sense or not, but like I'm not a professional at this. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go. Because I've tried to make sketchbooks before, I kind of have an idea of how it works. And like it kind of works out, but it's messy, you know? It's just a bit messy. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna sort of talk through what I'm doing during this video. I might not talk through the whole thing because I feel like you'll probably get sick of my voice after a bit. Yeah, this part I kind of messed up. It made lots of bubbles because the paper cover that I was using wasn't the best. It was just a very cheap Kmart $2 roll of sketchbook cover or like book cover, and it was, I don't know how to describe it. It was a bit bubbly. It was like bent and wonky, and so it doesn't come out very neat or clean. But I mean, I want to say it's better than nothing, but I almost wish that I just painted the cover. I think that would have turned out nicer, especially now that I've had it on there for a while. I've actually been using this sketchbook for a while now, and the paper cover is kind of tearing, like hold on one second. Yeah, so the paper cover is definitely tearing a little bit, and I'm a little worried that it's not going to hold up because I take a long time to fill my sketchbooks. So I'm very anxious for this cover, and I definitely don't want to use it again. If you're ever going to buy book covers, if you can, don't get the Kmart ones, okay? Kmart stuff, it feels like Kmart stuff has gone downhill a lot recently. It's almost like they're getting the cheapest possible stuff they can. I don't know. And it's like that's all they sell. They only sell their own brand, and it's the cheapest possible stuff. That's what it feels like. I'm just complaining about Kmart now. My bad. Yeah, anyway, so I use that bone folder to smooth over the edges. I'm trying to make it seamless. I'm wondering if maybe by trying to make it all seamless, I made it too tight, and maybe that's why it's tearing a little bit. But even then, this stuff is kind of flimsy, and it's almost like sticky paper. Like, I don't know how to describe it. You can see those bubbles there for a second. So it's like a plastic paper with a sticky back. Because it's shiny like plastic, but it's flimsy and terrible like paper, and it has a sticky back. I don't know, it's not great, and it's see-through, by the way. I didn't realize that until I used it on something else for a different project, and it's see-through. So if you're trying to cover up like a pattern or something, using this stuff is not going to work. Yeah. Woo, confetti. Yes, so the back cover, it ended up being too thick for the hole punch, so I had to use a scalpel and a cutting board and just try and like cut it out. But it was kind of frustrating to do that. So this is a bit time consuming. I love customizing my own sketchbooks and turning cheap sketchbooks into something that feels nicer, but it takes a long time. Like, you have to be prepared to use up some time and be okay if the end product isn't that great, you know? Because it's like, if you're not very experienced with this, then time doesn't necessarily equal quality. Because you can put lots of time into it and it could still end up being kind of like dookie, because that's just how it is when you don't know what you're doing. But at the same time, it can be fun. It can be fun, especially to make something that is personal, something that is yours. Like, I don't feel like anyone else has this kind of sketchbook, or a sketchbook that is that similar, because I've personalized it so much. Yeah, I don't know, it's just nice to have something that's like mine, I guess. And like, yeah, maybe other people have done this, but they might not have done it like how I've done it, you know? And that feels good. It feels good to have my own thing. So it looks really nice and clean like this. I may have messed up the corners a little bit, but it looks good. It's just isn't the best quality, you know? Oh my gosh, look, stickers. If you want to know about these stickers, check out my last video. I did a sticker haul from my favorite artists, and I unboxed these, and I love them. I love them so much, and I finally get to use them. So it's sticker time, and oh my gosh, does no one ever, like, no one told me that it would take so long to choose stickers. Sorry, I'm laughing too much. So, because I don't know why, but it takes me a long time to figure out what stickers I want and where to put them, and like the arrangement. I feel like I need to do a sticker sesh where I don't worry about the arrangement and I just put them on. I feel like that would be really fun, because I put way too much thought into it, and it makes it not as fun, because I end up sitting there for like 2 hours just looking at these stickers, like, which one do I want? Yeah, I have trouble deciding on things. I have very bad decision-making abilities. I don't know. I said that really weird, but I couldn't think of the right words at the right times, okay? Yeah, so this is just me picking out stickers for like 2 hours. Enjoy. I forgot to mention, this isn't actually 2 hours. Like, this is edited down. And I will be moving on to some other stuff. Oh my gosh, I should have said it earlier in the video. I fill in like the first 4 pages. Well, kind of, almost-ish. So I do the covers. I do the inside of the covers. I do the first page. The second page. Hold on, I've messed it up. Yes. So the first page, the second and third page, and then I start the fourth. So like, I do get through quite a bit of stuff in this video. That's why it's so long, because I wanted, like, I'm not just customizing the sketchbook. I'm like starting the sketchbook. I'm like really into it and like filling in a few pages to be like, yeah, it's started now. So yeah, I get a few pages done and it's quite fun to look at, so enjoy that. So this is the first page, and it's where I normally write out my goals. I normally do this on the first or second page. I have like a little introductory drawing and then I have the goals section, and that's where I normally put it in there. I think I fill it out later because I don't want to show you my handwriting too much because it's terrible handwriting. And then this is the second and third page. This page, this spread is really fun. I love this spread. I had so much fun doing this. It's very scrapbook. So it's not very sketchbook, it's very scrapbook. And I didn't finish it. You'll see as we get a bit further into it. But I had a lot of fun and I really like the scrapbooky, messy style. And I feel like I did it fairly well here. And yeah, I just really had a lot of fun with this, and I think it's a great introductory to my sketchbook because I want to do more of this kind of stuff throughout it. So it's good to like keep it easy and fun, but also set the tone for how I want the rest of my sketchbook to be, which is a bit more scrapbooky. I feel like I've finally started to settle into how I like my sketchbooks, or like what I like to do in my sketchbooks, and it does incorporate some scrapbooky elements, and I guess I'm just really happy that I'm starting to figure that out and like feel like I'm doing the things that I like. And I don't know, it's starting to feel more me and what I want it to be, and that makes me happy. I don't feel like I'm such a baby artist anymore. So like I'm still a beginner, I guess. I'm still very bad at art, but I feel like I'm finally starting to find my vibe, or like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to call it a style, but I just feel like I'm starting to like finally settle into a place, or like just a vibe of what kind of art I want to make and what I want to be in my sketchbook. So that's really fun. I'm really happy with that. And yeah, this is a Kmart sketchbook. It's the brand Anko, and it's a visual art diary. I think it's like 110, no, it says 120 GSM, I think, or is it 110? Dude, I'm trying to read it on my screen and it's tiny. And I can't read it. Anyway, it's not the best quality paper, it's cheap, it's flimsy, but I really wanted to get this sketchbook used up before I start moving on to some nicer sketchbooks. So hopefully my next couple of sketchbooks will be decent, because I have bought a couple and I need to get them used up. So yeah, we'll get there eventually. Alright, so we're on to page, what is this? Page 4? Yeah. So this one I include a few different things or like styles of things. I did my obligatory Sukuna sketch. I definitely have dropped off on the Sukuna train. I love him still, but I'm not drawing him as much anymore. So that's probably the best drawing I'm ever going to do of him, because after that I drop off. So yeah, and I think I go back and forward a little bit here because I want to add some stuff to the back, and I do a bit more on page 4, but I don't know if I filmed it. And maybe I didn't film the rest of page 4. Well, oh well. So I bought a pack of pencil holders that just have like a sticky back, and you just stick them into the back of your journals or notebooks, and they're really handy, especially if you think you're going to be using that particular book for a long period of time. But they do warp the page. So they do warp the pages a little bit and make like a bump, but I don't mind it too much. I feel like it's not too annoying, it's not too bad. Yeah, I also added a what am I thinking of? I can't think of the word. Oh my gosh. Envelope. An envelope, like a pocket. I glued in my own pocket in the back to add in loose papers and stickers. And then this here is me making just a little beaded charm. I was going for a green and pink theme, and I think it worked out pretty well, I reckon. I have a green and pink charm, a green and pink sketchbook, green and pink stickers, mostly kind of ish. And I think it worked out really well. I'm really happy with this sketchbook so far. I feel like I'm coming into my vibes. And it's a little bit cheap, it's a little bit flimsy, and I may not have done the best job of it, but I'm really happy with it so far. Yeah, so I guess if you like this video, remember to like, give me a thumbs up, I said that, leave a comment, subscribe, help me beat the algorithm. I must beat the algorithm. Anyway, yeah, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!